working on replacing one of these faucet, shower faucets. I bought a kit, and you know, it's supposed to have everything you need in it. The diverter, the seats, everything. The problem I have, you know, I even bought the four-way tool. You know, you got the small one and you got the big one. Okay. Well, the problem I had was that the old seat, the big one. I couldn't get it out, and it got stripped. The way this works is this lid, the edges over here. Okay, the sharp edges, they barely catch. There's little tiny nicks in the new seat. You'll see it. And golly gee, you know, it's like it got all stripped out because it was in there so tight. No matter what I did, and I was pushing hard. I was pushing in on it and turning it, and I had a wrench on it and everything, and it's still stripped out. Okay, so then I thought, all right, I'm just going to put it back together, and hopefully it'll be fine with the old seat. Well, gosh darn it, I had a leak bad. So I'm thinking to myself, well, what am I going to do? You know, I'm going to have to replace the whole faucet and everything. So I dug into my brain and figured out how the heck am I going to get that out of there. So I went and got myself some hacksaw blades. Okay, just your normal hacksaw blade. I don't even have one of the little handles, you know. And I took and I cut a groove in one of the seats. And then I took the tool and I lined up the tool on the seat where I got the groove, and then I figured out where I wanted to put another one, so I ended up cutting 4 notches. I cut 4 notches where the tool would go and line up, and with the hacksaw. So that was pretty cool. Just, you know, kind of eyeballed it and back and forth and back and forth, and I cut it. Then I took a hammer and I smacked this sucker in a little bit, you know, boom, smacked it in the best I could. Then I got a wrench on there. Instead, I wasn't trying to use the 4-way tool, and I was pushing in and using as much leverage as I could, and finally it broke loose, and I got lucky and I got out the old one. And thank God I got that out, because that was going to be a disaster. And now faucet leak or doesn't leak, turn it on, great, shut it off, shuts off like it should. I mean, it's going to drip for a minute there, but then it will stop. You know, I'm not going to go torquing down the handle and making it so tight and wearing out the washer before it's time. But anyway, just wanted to give some input on that. So if you ever have that problem and you strip it out, don't give up. Get yourself a hacksaw blade. Go ahead and cut some grooves in the old seat. Cut yourself 4 grooves and slam that tool in there best you can. Boom. And let me see if I can hold this here. I don't know. I only got don't have a stand for the phone. Let's see what happens here. Let me put this like this. This is where the grooves are. You can see. And then you smack it in with a hammer. So basically I just cut some grooves so that would fit.